Today we're going to be talking about currency fluctuation when buying properties in Ceará. Hello there, my name is Luciano Oliveira. I'm a Brazilian attorney. We are here in Fortaleza, Ceará, and we're going to be talking about currency fluctuation when buying properties in Ceará. Many of our clients are concerned about timing the ideal currency exchange rate when buying properties in Brazil, and they ask us, should I buy now? Should I postpone? When should I buy? And historically, foreign currencies such as dollar and the euro, they have been very favorable to foreign citizens buying properties in Brazil. There may be some type of fluctuation indeed. Sometimes it's even better, sometimes it's just good, but overall, every single moment in time for the past couple of decades, they have been favorable to foreign citizens buying properties in Brazil. It's also difficult to time exactly when the foreign citizen is buying the property, because buying properties in Brazil, it's somewhat complex. You need to obtain specific documents for the closing in Brazil. There is also a long process to get the funds transferred to Brazil, and there is also the need to use a currency exchange bank in order to maximize the exchange rate for your transaction. When you consider all of those things, you realize it's not just a matter of saying, all right, I'm gonna pick this day of the month for the transaction. Because it's protracted over time, you are gonna be able to tackle a period where the currency is favorable, but you're not gonna be able to pick the exact day when the funds are gonna be converted into Brazilian reais. In our experience, as important as getting a good rate, or probably even more important, it is to get what you're paying for. We see some foreign citizens, probably a minority, but more concerned about saving a few cents of dollar, a few cents of euro, instead of being concerned about actually getting legal title to the property. You gotta remember that in Brazil, there is no title insurance and there is no escrow. Title insurance guarantees your money back in the event of a bad title property, and that's absolutely common, for instance, in the United States. In Brazil, we don't have title insurance, so instead of trying to get a few cents advantage on the currency exchange, you're probably better off by making sure you have a good due diligence so you don't end up buying a bad title property. The same thing on the escrow side. There is no escrow account, so you're gonna end up having to pay the seller before the seller actually signed the transfer deed. If you send your money and the seller doesn't sign the transfer deed, your recourse is going to be to file a lawsuit against the seller. Not fun at all. So our recommendation is, do not focus on getting a few additional cents because of currency exchange. Focus instead on the really important aspects of your transaction. For some more long-term investors who buy properties in Fortaleza and Ceará in general, when they are really concerned about getting the best rate possible, we try to work with them upfront by preparing all the documents that are going to be required for a potential purchase and closing. So when they find a good real peak of currency rate favorable to their currency, we have everything lined up for a quick purchase and closing. For that to happen, we need to start working up front. You can contact us at the last minute and say, let's make that happen. Even though we may try our best, there are still documents that may take some time to obtain. Some of our more sophisticated clients who are investors, like long-term investors in Ceará, in the real estate market, they can actually get some type of protection in their native country exchanges by getting some type of protection against currency exchange rate changes. These are the so-called currency forwards, currency options, and other types of contracts that are gonna give you an ability to practice a specific currency exchange rate in the future, no matter what the market is. I hope this was helpful. If you like our video, follow us for more tips.